Welcome to another episode of Dos Nav Cincos. This is episode number 84. This week we cover F9. But before we get into it, as always, I'm your host, David.
I'm Stuart.
I'm Ben.
And we're going to do this one really, really fast because we already kind of know what's going to happen. So, Ben, do you have anything else you saw this week besides the movie of the week?
No, I didn't.
Excellent. All right, Stu.
Oh, God, I didn't know we were speed running.
Come on, 80%, come on.
Hey, we're burning time. We're already behind our ghost.
Just because you want to watch the Clippers lose.
I'm also trying to get Ben to his Japanese barbecue
You
appointment.
can't rush my process.
Hey, I want to see where Kawhi's sitting this time, all right? Is he in the suites? Is he at home? Is he at a strip club? Who knows?
No, they should really put him in the middle of the section, the top row, like the third row. Put him up in the bleachers with all the other people, so that way they can.
He's at the Retzel's Pretzels.
And look at Kawhi go crazy. He's outside getting a hot dog.
Look at him buy all those hot dogs.
Yeah, but Stu, did you see anything else this week besides F9?
Damn it! I feel like I did. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, I'll come back to you. Ben,
why
didn't
Did I tell you guys I started watching Community?
Fast series?
Community. No, you didn't.
Excellent choice, sir.
Yes, I think I'm pretty deep in the second season.
How do you like it so far?
Well, so far I really like the first season. The second season is all right. I feel like the second season it's trying to address too many heavy serious topics while also trying to be funny.
Mm.
Whereas I feel like the first season was more like no holds bar goof troop.
Mm.
I know that Ben's seen the entire thing. I've had this hunch or this theory is that the first season they didn't think that they were going to get past it, and so they kind of just threw whatever at the wall, which was great. And then the second season, they're like, guys, we got greenlit. What do we do now? And then I think they're trying to find their footing. Ben, is that accurate?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know what the history of the first few seasons were. I know that the first few seasons were with Dan Harmon. I don't know if they ever had a situation where they're like, oh, I don't know if we're going to get renewed or not. But it does sound pretty plausible. Yeah.
But
that
is thank you for reminding me. That is one thing as someone who's watched Rick and Morty first before seeing Community, it's definitely, you can see the parallels.
Yeah.
Between just they even had probably it was proto because it was before Rick and Morty, the proto interdimensional cable episode.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But far
it's just a little more G-rated.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
A little more basic cable, basic TV,
Yeah. I mean, you can only get away so much with real actors, right? And actually doing it in real life as opposed to being able to draw
it also made me think of there's the trend of having the older seasoned actor, but he's just playing someone who's really gross and offensive. So there, you have Frank in Always Sunny. Yeah, and then you have Chevy Chase in this one.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what it's called, but I love it.
I do too, but unfortunately, Chevy Chase did not like it at all. He was actually pretty vocal about hating his character and playing him, and oh man, there was a lot of back and forth on it. Pretty much everyone in the cast, they were all pretty much up and coming at that point. They'd never been in anything before, so they all quickly bonded, right? And Chevy was the outlier, and he didn't really fit in. And there were rumors that everyone kind of talked behind his back, they had their own texting group, and they would actually part of it leaked out on the Twitter, where I think Joel McHale started tweeting, was it hashtag Chevy? Yeah, hashtag Chevy or Pierce, and they would say something really racist or something, and you'd have to
guess who said it.
Yeah, it was really bad, really bad.
Dude, the guy from The Soup is really is just showing his side from E.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that role was built just for him.
I feel like the show was built around him, and they just and then they brought in Chevy Chase to give it some not authenticity, but just like some credibility.
Some acting chops, some acting.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, we have a seasoned comedy person that's going to be on the show, and I know that he's kind of like in his somewhat twilight of his career. He's obviously not leading role anymore, but that should be enough to be able to kind of carry it. And then, like you were saying, like everybody else kind of latched onto other characters, and then he was just like, dude, why am I still getting pigeonholed? Why can't I develop this guy at all? Like you keep just putting me as this like senile old dude. At least Danny DeVito in Always Sunny made more sense.
I think it's because Danny DeVito could definitely separate himself from the character. He's like, well, that's just a character I play. I'm not really,
yeah,
I'm not really hiding in couches.
I don't know. Just give it some time. We'll find out in a couple of years.
Yeah, but if you do power through it, I think there might be one last thing for Community coming up. There's a lot of rumors circling around that, possibly a movie. Yeah.
Ooh.
Because one of the biggest pieces that was kind of like, iffy was Donald Glover coming back. And he already said vocally, yeah, if you do it, I'm coming back. So
I was worried you were about to say that he wouldn't come back, like it's beneath him.
Nope, he has a very fond memory of this show, so he said that
it helped him kind of like launch everything else, right? I mean, he was still an up and coming comedian. Obviously, his music career.
I think this is like the catalyst, like before he already had some experience, in showbiz. He wrote a lot of 30 Rock, like all the good jokes, probably by Donald Glover, probably.
But I think this put a name to the face, right? Where it's just like, dude, we keep hearing about this guy. He's really, really funny. He comes out with really, really good content. And then this kind of just put a name to the face, and we're just like, oh, dude, this guy's not just a really good writer. He's also a really good actor on top of that. So, but yeah, anything else besides that, Stu?
Nothing other than that Allison Brie in Community is a babe. But
yep. Oh man,
that'll be it. This has been your babe check.
And that Ken Jeong, oh my god.
Yeah,
Did you see him?
He's such a
Senor Chang.
Senor Chang.
I didn't think they'd get him through the first season. But...
Why is
I don't think Spanish? He wanted to. He could get himself through the first season.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. Watching Community has made me kind of want to like go back to school. I don't know what to do, but like
because you think you could handle it really easily.
Just to go there and be like, "Hey guys, who's the all right? Who's gonna be the Pierce of the group?"
Oh my god, that's such a Pierce thing.
If you can't figure it out and nobody else can, it's probably you. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're such a Jeff.
Aren't I such a Jeff? Aren't I a Jeff? I'm a Jeff Winger.
I'm Jeff, right? I'm the Jeff of the group, please.
What if you ended up being the Brita?
Like I don't know if other than not being blonde, I think we probably differ too much. I'm probably more of a what's her name, the sweet one. I can't remember her name.
Annie?
Huh?
Annie?
No, that's Alison Brie's character.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
Yvette, or I can't remember her character.
Yeah. Oh, that's her.
Yeah, Yvette. Name. No, Shirley.
Yeah, Shirley. Yeah,
Yvette. I see myself more as a Shirley.
That's such a Pierce answer. All right. I know that there's also Stu. You're still holding out on Loki. I'm assuming. Yes, you're going to wait until the other
indeed
2 episodes. Okay. Ben, temperature check.
I haven't seen the latest one. I saw the one previous. So
gotcha. Yeah. I don't think it really adds too much, but I'll follow up with you next week and see if you thought it changed your mind at all. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to our box office rundown for the week. Coming in at number 1, and remind me of your answers, Ben. How many million was it? Over or under 50? You said over, right?
I think we both.
I think it was unanimous, right? Yeah. I should have just had you guys pick a number.
Yeah, you should have.
Wait,
if you had to pick a number, what would you have thought of? Huh?
I don't remember betting anything.
We didn't.
No, there wasn't. I was just throwing it out there. This one was obviously going to go over 50, but I should have just said, all right, whoever's closest, we'll do Price is Right rules.
50 million and one.
Closest without going over. Ben, what would you have thought?
65 million.
Okay. Stu?
65 million one.
Stu, you would be correct at $65,001.
Boo.
Nice. Suck it.
No,
man.
actually, it's at it was actually 70 million for Fast 9 at number 9. Actually, it's called F9: The Fast Saga. Coming at number 2, A Quiet Place Part 2 is 6.1. Number 3, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Number 4, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Number 4, Number 4, Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway. Number 5, Cruella. Number 6, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Number 7, In the Heights. Number 8, Spirit Untamed. Number 9, Nobody. All the way up from number 22.
Wow.
And number 10, 12 Mighty Orphans. Guys, any questions, thoughts, concerns? Oh, dude, we even have a Godzilla versus Hong Kong sighting at number 14.
Wow. Wait, what was number 10? You said it was Mighty Orphans?
12 Mighty Orphan
Mighty
Power
Orphan
Rangers.
Power Rangers. Yeah. That sounds like a title.
Mighty Orphan Rangers. Yeah. Guys, I'm sure there's no surprises on here, right?
Nobody. I don't know how the hell that jumped up so much.
Yeah, apparently it's showing in 115 theaters with an average of 5,172. What was it? No. With the with an average of $5,172 being raked in by each one of those theaters. So wherever that is being held, good job. Keep that number coming. That's for sure. Guys, any other thoughts on this one? Wow.
Nah.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll move over to our movie of the week this week. F9: The Fast Saga. Do you guys, anybody want to? Because I did prepare one just in case.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did all that brimming with confidence over there.
No, I write stuff now at this point because I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't have the improv skills that Stu does.
Yeah, but how many pages is it?
It's 4.
Double space?
Single.
How about
10 point font.
You just send it to the editor. We'll workshop it a bit.
No, he's not. You're just going to throw the whole thing out right before I'm about to use it and be like, all right, now go.
Yeah, there. Perfect. Okay. All right.
Has the following thought ever kept you up at night?
Okay.
You know what would be great is if someone created a movie. No. Series that has fast cars driving where they shouldn't, ending in them jumping off some sort of cliff over 9 times. How about achieving the impossible all while ignoring basic laws of physical universe? Yet, I'd like that. And maybe it's all made possible by the magical power of family. Because when you're here, you're family. F9, The Fast Saga, brought to you by Olive Garden. Home of the never-ending possible, including unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks, and car jumps.
If only.
Oh, man. If they did some sort of partnership with Olive Garden, that would be that would be it.
What do you mean by they? You mean us.
Oh.
We're making this possible.
Did you say possible?
Possible.
Oh, dang it.
We're
I missed
making
it.
this
I'm so
possible.
sorry, guys. I just screwed this up. I completely didn't even realize that.
Mission impossible.
How about achieving the impossible? All while ignoring. Yep, that would have been great.
Yep.
Oh, well. Well, we'll try it next time. F10.
You had this written down and it didn't hit you in the face?
It didn't. No, I was just so proud of the fact that I got to say when you're here, you're family.
I did like that. I did.
All right. We'll start off with Ben. Thoughts on F9, The Fast Saga?
So keep in mind that I have not really seen any of the other Fast and
Wait.
Furious
Hold on.
besides-
Wait. Okay, you've never seen any. Stu, how many have you seen?
Maybe like half of them.
Okay. All right. Then I'll let Ben go first since he's never seen any of them. Go
Well,
ahead.
no. I've seen the first one and I think 5. I think.
That's still one less than
Like
Stu.
you saw the best one and then like probably the worst one.
And I couldn't get the taste out of my mouth, and this isn't helping. Continue.
Okay, so going into the movie, the first sequence that we get, I always like to think of watching a movie that I'm not familiar with, watching the first few minutes, that's kind of like the thesis of the, or the hook of the movie, right? That's the thing that brings you in. That kind of sets all the ground rules, kind of establishes everything. And, it was a very emotional first scene. Whoever played young Vin Diesel, I think he did a really good job, a lot of emotion coming out of that, whatever happened at that point. I don't want to spoil it. But that was really powerful for that first 10 minutes. And then we just got cars jumping off of cliffs for the next 2 hours. And I was just like, wow, but that was a really big jump. I might as well add that jump to the list of jumping cars because that really took a jump.
So you're saying you finally got what you were asking for, right? This is all what we're here for. We all know what we're getting ourselves into. Just like the Never Ending Possible, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable because I'm trying to make my $10 worth it.
Wait, are you secretly getting an average paid by Olive Garden to
Stop
drop
bringing
their
it up.
name like 3
We
times?
won't get paid if they keep bringing it up. It's got to be natural. Natural.
It is natural, just like how this
just
server
like
is
the
naturally
organic Italian sausage in the Never Ending Possible.
No, I have nothing in stake here.
Just like how you can order steak and then never.
No. What do you mean? I have to pay extra for meat options? What kind of spaghetti doesn't have meatballs?
Wait, do you really have to?
Or sausage? Yeah.
What? Olive Garden.
Wait, Stu, why is this news to him?
Because, I don't know. What was the question? You have to pay extra for meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Like for meatballs and for sausage. Dude, when has that not been a thing?
They got to make some money, They
are.
Something. With all the salad and breadsticks they just give out for free?
Yeah. They're getting like $10. That's money. Hey, I'm not a finances guy, so I don't really know how it all works. But we just gotta
keep the money moving.
Just a quick aside. I would just happen to be scrolling through our movie of the week next week cast, and I don't know why they have someone cast as Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
because I don't want to pull a Darren. But
yeah. Oh, I actually can answer that.
Well, you can answer it next week.
Okay. Be sure to ask it again because I do have an answer for that. And
I'm sure after I see it, I'll know. But
no, I mean it's not an exciting answer. I don't even think it makes sense story wise. It's business and politics.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's not very exciting. But anyways, yeah, the movie.
Is it the same reason why Olivia Munn is playing Thomas Edison?
No.
Okay.
Wait, Olivia Munn's playing Thomas Edison?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, back to the subject.
Sorry.
We'll talk about this next week.
Fast 9.
F9, the Fast Saga. Get it right.
F9.
Fast.
I'm going to take this out of your paycheck, Ben.
But what does F9... Oh, it skips the song on my keyboard. What does it do on yours?
Mine stops.
Mine stops
Mine's got the
Me
stop
too.
Button icon on
That's
it.
Well, I really wish I could have pressed that key during this movie. It was it was pretty enjoyable. There were definitely some parts where I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I think the novelty kind of wore off after a while, just because there wasn't, they had some cool ideas, but there was this one idea that they kept reusing over and over again, and the more they use it, the more you're just kind of staring at the screen thinking, this okay, can you do something different? Or okay, now it just doesn't look like
we paid all this money for this. We need to use it.
That's right. Except for this one has a bigger explosion.
Yeah, I guess
You're welcome. All right, score?
6 out of 10.
What? But it's a 9. F9.
Okay, a 5 out of 9.
There you go.
Oh, and Stu, I do want to address a question that you had asked in a previous week, and it is 3 times that they drove a car off a cliff in this movie.
Did I ask that last time?
You did.
You're like, how many different ways can they?
Drive a car
he
off
asked
the
how many more times can they drive a car off the cliff?
So the answer is 12 because it's 9 is they have to use the number, more, so. And then it's 3 more.
Well, and then plus the 2 other movies, so we have more to come, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I will go over each individual instance in the spoiler section.
What about you, Stu? Thoughts?
I feel like the movie started off pretty good, like Ben mentioned. In fact, I was actually like, oh, sweet, we finally get to see, this origin story we've heard about since the first movie and have not heard anything else since. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then it just kind of went into its typical, Fast and Furious formula. There was some things I did like, which didn't really have anything to do with the movie itself, but more like who was in it.
Okay.
And I'll get to that in spoilers, but
okay.
Kind of, I guess as predicted, there were lots of cars jumping off of things.
Other cars.
Pretty typical, I think, formula here. Makes lots of money, kind of like what other things? Like Disney has it down, The Rock has Marvel. It down. They just make movies that, whether they're good or not, they're gonna make money.
Like our movie of the week this week, Boss Baby, Family Business.
Oh man, are we really watching it? Damn. All right.
I'm gonna watch that for my own pleasure.
Wait, what kind of that on your own?
Not that kind of pleasure, you weirdo.
Hey, come on, Ben. Go sit in the corner and enjoy your never-ending possible.
I'd say you're on a list now. If we weren't all already on one,
we're just on a different list.
No, that list gets shorter and shorter because we keep getting escalated. Rating?
I give it a 5.
Okay. Well, I guess in terms of, if you were to rank this in terms of like Fast and Furious movies, where would you put this? I know that you guys have only seen 3 total, 4 for you, Stu, and 3 for you, Ben. Where would this rank?
Well, I think for me, it would probably just go, obviously 1 is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd probably say like 2, and then I guess 3. And I think the only other one I've seen is 5. So 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5.
All right. What about you, Ben?
1, and then it's a tie for 5 and
9. So for me, my ranking would go obviously 1, Tokyo Drift 2, and then number 9, I think is number 3.
Wow.
Reasons being is I think this movie, kind of like what you guys are touched on, I also think it, the director and whoever wrote this kind of knew. I don't know. I felt like they kind of wrote some of the dialogue in it, kind of thinking that I was like I'm like one of the like the typical audience member who's asking a lot of these questions, and they kind of answered some of them. Well, not really answered them, but even asked those similar questions during the movie. And so that kind of helped me kind of go along. Of course, we all know and expect it's going to be Vin Diesel. It's going to be Michelle Rodriguez, and there's going to be explosions. There's going to be a car. There's going to be tons of cars. And obviously, like Stu mentioned last week, car stuff is definitely taking a back seat now at this point, right? Like, how many different ways can you steal things? But I definitely like the fact that it kind of poked some fun at itself, like the entire series. So that was really nice. I like that. So for me, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Out of 9? No, 10. Yeah, 10. Ben did ask when they were going to have space races, and I think we're very, very, very close.
Next movie, we're going to be on the moon.
So you better hope and
or Mars.
Hope and pray we don't. I'm hoping for 13 just because Apollo 13, but Ben says 11. I'm sure Stu's probably not far behind on that one. So, all right, spoiler zone. I think we got some time for that, right? And we're gonna jump off a cliff into the spoiler zone.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be the next movie is gonna be Tyrese and Ludacris just going like, or Tyrese is gonna be like, man, after the last movie, we just went into space. Now you want us to go to Mars? And then Ludacris be like, come on, man, it's not that weird.
I'm the math guy. I know math.
I gotta say though, I feel like in these movies, they need to hire better comedic writers to come up with their banter because it feels very forced to me.
What if they ran out of the budget?
Or maybe it's just this is the ninth.
Write
this
it
is
themselves.
like maybe it's just like the 8th time they've done it and it's getting old. But maybe that's why. I don't know.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see any of those possible. It could be a combination of all of them. Ludacris is like, man, I've been doing this for 8 movies already. I can wrap my own stuff.
And then Tyrese is just like, I'm going to overreact to everything and freak out.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yes. But I did like the fact that they poked fun at it. Like, it's almost like they were like, dude, we already know what the joke is, so we're just going to lean into it and ask that same question. I was like, okay, but are you going to ever answer that?
Oh, but here's the thing. I got a bone to pick with you, David. Okay. You were telling me, I was joking around about it, but you were telling me that they set Tokyo Drift in like as like the last movie, but they seem like they indicated that no, Tokyo Drift has already happened. No, They made it very clear that Tokyo Drift has already happened.
Correct.
And that Han, so this is like the 5th time Han has died.
No. So what they're saying is all the other ones were just flashbacks. This one, they actually brought Han back.
So Tokyo Drift happens before Fast F9.
Correct. Because
it happens after all the other ones.
Correct. I think the way the timeline works is it goes 1 and then simultaneously with like 2, 3, 4, and 5. When they do that plane thing. Well, I know. Wait, you saw 5, right? With the plane, and
I think so.
And
I don't really care if you spoil anything.
Whatever. Okay, so there's this plane. Yeah, and then that's the one that had Gal Gadot in it, right?
Gadot.
Thomas told me I'm not allowed to say Godot because she's not French, so it's pronounced Gadot.
That's how I've heard everyone else pronounce her name.
Yeah,
I don't know which one's right. Whatever.
Thomas is just fucking with you.
It's that he does that.
How is that? Yeah. No, Thomas wouldn't do that.
Why would Thomas ever do that?
All right, whatever. Gal Gadot. We'll call her Gal. That part is not going to be that part's not up for question. So that's her last movie because she's Giselle and she's with Han in that one, and then she dies saving Han. The following movie is technically Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift, he dies because of Declan, which is played by what's his face? Bald dude.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Thank you. And then that's where 6, 7, and 8 come in play. And so he's been dead for these 3 movies. And then there's like these, like they sprinkle in these things saying, man, I can't believe he's gone, or this would have been really great if he wasn't gone, that kind of thing. And then now they officially bring him back. That's the reason why they were so surprised. So this is the official of him coming back, but him being in a movie as part of like a flashback or something like that. Yeah, he's appeared in other ones, but he's not officially alive until this movie. And of course they throw in some like, oh yeah, I used some hologram to fake it. So
okay, can you explain that part to me?
I can't.
Because I don't know. It's too hard. Probably too hard to explain because you have to watch Tokyo Drift.
No. It doesn't. The way that they explained it is they needed the Asian guy to come back because Asian hate needs to be put down. So we put him back in the movie. That's one. And number 2, actually no, it's mostly because there was a lot of social media pressure. There was a hashtag Save Han or something like a hashtag Justice for Han. And they just kind of kept putting it down over and over again because everybody really likes his story.
He was a fan favorite.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite. So that's why they brought him back. And so the way they explained it is Mr. Nobody is part of the secret organization that Giselle was also a part of, and when she died, because she trusted him, he thought it would make a lot of sense to bring him on, so they needed to make him disappear. So the only way to do that would be to kill him off, and so that's why he faked his death. So
yeah, but I mean, like, how did they specifically fake his death? Because they tried explaining it, and me and Letty were like talking about it, like, what the fuck just happened? Like, how did they fake it?
Because
and they're just like, oh, cool,
Fast and Furious series. Stop questioning that kind of stuff.
Because Mr. Nobody is a super spy, and he can do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Kurt Russell.
Thank you, Stu. Yep,
him,
super spy. Yep, that guy.
Oh, I guess I can't argue that.
You gonna argue with Kurt Russell?
I'm not gonna argue with Kurt Russell. Yeah, I mean,
all right,
but everything else surrounding Kurt Russell.
I can argue the circumstances around Kurt Russell, but maybe not Kurt Russell. But yeah, no, I really don't have any idea why or what happened. But I think, Ben, you were the one who said this is going to be the start of a 3-part series, right?
Yeah, and it does seem like it's kind of leading up into that. Maybe they did have that post-credit scene where I guess Han confronts Jason Statham or Decker or whatever his name is.
God damn it!
We really
I looked up if there was a stinger, and it said there was no stinger.
Oh. There was a stinger,
and I left. I was like, "Good, I'm out of here."
I can tell you what the stinger is. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
It's Jason Statham punching a punching bag, and there's a dude in it.
Oh, okay. Ha ha ha! Very funny.
And then here's the
Samuel
stinger
Jackson
part.
Comes in. I'm starting and putting together a team. Okay.
No. But the actual, he's punching the bag, and then he opens the bag, and a dude goes, I don't know, blah blah blah, where this thing is, whatever. The actual part that's the kicker is there's a knock on the door, and he walks over, and it's Han standing like facing Jason Statham. So he's like, I'm sure he's gonna say something like, "Oh man, I thought it was a ghost that I was seeing," blah blah blah, and then
good job faking your death, bro. Just like we planned.
Yeah,
and then I'm a good guy now, also because I used to be a bad guy.
Yeah, well, this definitely, I think Stu, you were saying right. This one kind of crosses over Hobbs and Shaw, because Shaw is definitely in the next one, so that means we might see another Rock sighting.
Yeah, and Shaw is supposed to be. It's like supposedly Shaw is a good guy, and supposedly The Rock is also now a good guy. And
bring on the big dollars. Back up the truck, please.
And now John Cena is a good guy, and everyone's a good guy. Is nobody bad? The only person who stayed bad is Charlize
Theron. Yeah, pretty much. But I don't think they're going to bring back The Rock, honestly. I think.
What if they bring back Gal, and she's bad?
Yeah, she's
this time.
also faked her death.
Yeah, everyone faked their death at this point.
I'm starting to feel like they're turning the Fast and Furious movies into Marvel, where it's just like, oh, they're never dead. They just bring them back. Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
We just go back in time.
I mean,
dude, they're gonna go back in time.
Oh yeah, that'll be the last movie. Is back.
No, I wish they did that earlier. I wish they did that for Fast 9. Then we could recycle that old
Back to the Furious.
No, Fast 9, Fast 999.
And then they can CGI some Paul Walker in.
Dude,
into scenes.
Talk about spoilers here. Is Paul Walker apparently still alive in this movie?
Yeah, no. I don't know if they should have brought him up. I don't know.
Wait, what?
Wait, you didn't...
that car that pulls up at the end?
Yeah, the Nissan Skyline, that blue one. That's his car.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was John Cena.
No. So the entire story is, right, like, who did you leave your kids with? The only person I trust, which is, Paul Walker's character.
I thought that was like Paul Walker's character's kid, and he had Dom had taken over.
No. So
I had misunderstood that whole thing.
Okay, so Dom has a kid from a girl that they met when he was in Brazil, under the assumption that Letty had died. Right. So he was with her, and she was a cop. And then they had a kid together, and then she dies, and then Letty is now forced to try to get her memory back.
That
or
was
something.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
So that's actually his.
So
kid.
That's not her kid.
Wait, but then I thought they addressed Paul Walker's character in a different movie.
Yeah, Brian O'Connor says because he had a kid now, right, with his Vin Diesel's sister, whatever her name, Mia. Because Brian and Mia have a kid, he's getting out of the game.
Yeah,
so
but
that's
they
why
had a whole thing where they're driving off on two different roads. Like,
yeah, and then he drives off to go hang out with Mia for the rest of their lives without racing and getting away from all the criminal stuff.
Yeah, and the next street over.
Yeah. And then
2 blocks up.
Yeah, so that's why he was like, "Oh, there's still a plate missing," and everybody knows that's Brian's seat. Like that's where Brian sits, and so they're apparently going to try and figure out a way to bring him back for the next one.
I don't know if they should do that.
If they took your $14, they're going to take your $14 again because we all want to know. Yeah. We all want to see holographic Paul Walker.
Look, we're parading his corpse around.
Oh,
Look.
God.
No.
They just have to
we
find a Paul
can
Walker
at Bernie's. Paul Walker's
yeah. Oh, man.
We're definitely we're getting banned for sure.
Not before Universal.
Yeah. But one thing I did like, and one of the aspects I did like, other than like the prequel, like Dom's origin stories, because ever since the first movie or whenever he told the story about it, I always wanted to see like how that all played out. So it was cool that they finally did that. But then the other thing I did like was that they finally, after like, a ton of movies, 6-7 movies, they finally brought back the guy from Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah, like I didn't really know that was him. Like I always see clips of him, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together.
We also saw Lil Bow Wow for 45 seconds.
Yeah, Lil Bow Wow, and
he's not so little anymore.
He looks like he ate Lil Bow Wow.
Yes, Stu, thank you.
Cow. But I did like finally having him back, and it was like, because I remember after Tokyo Drift, I was like, and after like whatever other ones I saw, I was like, how come this guy is just like nowhere to be found now?
Yeah, it felt very disjointed. Aside from Han, right? They're just like off in their own little world. It's like, what does this have to do with anything, really?
Yeah. But yeah, so that was neat to have them back. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the rocket scientist guy was. I don't know if he was in another movie.
No, he's a new guy.
Okay, but back and then to one of the things that I was as for me obviously that I didn't like were the shooting action scenes where like Dom has and actually probably almost all the action scenes with Vin Diesel, because like his shirt is like pristine throughout every action scene.
Why does he wear a white shirt?
And he wears like the most like doofiest clothes for whatever he's doing. Like he just dresses like it's a normal day in East LA or wherever he's from.
It's always boots,
jeans, white t-shirt or tank top.
But Letty brought up a good point while we were watching it. She said that the action scenes were especially awkward because it was a lot of the younger cast, or even John Cena, they're very mobile, very agile. They can move around. But like when you see Vin Diesel running around, he just
with his walker,
he's just kind of hobbling around.
Like a glacier.
Yeah, just like it looks like he hasn't really done like his stretches. Just like his first run of the day.
I read an article that somebody was saying that they have like the Fast and Furious series has a Dom problem. As in, like, he doesn't seem to be able to keep up with the rest of the cast when it comes to like action sequences and stuff like that.
Which is probably why they should stick to like car racing.
Yeah.
Nope. It's going to be those rascals. They're going to race rascals.
What are they going to get into now? These.
Or are you talking about the other rascals?
No, the rascals, as in like rascals? The little scooter things. That they have outside the like Vaughn's or Ralph's.
Fast and Furious 30, Walmart.
We're going up these aisles. But yeah, guys, any other things you guys wanted to talk about in the spoiler zone? If not, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up.
The first car jumping off the cliff was John Cena's. The second car jumping off the cliff was Vin Diesel shortly after.
Yeah.
The third car that jumped off the cliff was also Vin Diesel, except it was that giant car train thingy.
Right. It kind of rolled off a cliff.
Yeah.
But
and I guess there's one more. I guess there's 4. The fourth one was when they drove off the Earth into space.
Not so much a cliff as a planet, but
no, it's a cliff.
Earth is the ultimate cliff.
It is, yeah, because the Earth ends and then you go off
Earth
into
is
space.
flat, and then you just kind of drive off of it.
Yeah, you go past the oxygen ring that of the tortoise that we're flying on. And then you go off into space.
Guys, there are people that are on this podcast who actually believe that. I don't think it's funny.
No one cares about you, David.
Yeah, Ben. Everybody's pointing fingers at everybody else. Yeah, Stu. No, it's I wonder, would that make us more popular?
If we're a flat Earth.
Flat. Welcome to your favorite flat Earth movie podcast.
We just need to stoke some outrage, and then people will know about us, and then it'll be good.
Yeah.
You know what? It's really, really the only possibility for them to be able to make it out into space because the Earth is flat. Or else, if you just keep going with the trajectory, the curvature of the Earth, you'd never actually be able to maintain enough speed to be able to get off. So clearly, it's flat.
Also, vaccines are stupid, and the Holocaust didn't occur.
Dude, we're definitely gonna get blocked now at this point. Dude, like YouTube has anytime you mention a vaccine or anything like that, and if it's not
can't detect sarcasm.
Yeah, for some reason it's just like, I heard vaccines, I heard stupid, you are now blocked, and then it leaves like this little notification at the bottom of the video that says, "Hey, for real vaccine information, please visit the CDC."
Well, we'll see if that happens on this episode.
Yeah,
or maybe if it doesn't, that means we're not that important.
Or maybe we can market this as we're providing valuable data to Google, saying that we're providing sarcasm data. Maybe that's what we can market ourselves as.
Yeah, maybe we need to go get us a meeting at Google's office to see if we can get them
to... apparently we got
pencil us in.
We could actually, we don't need to. We have a standing invitation from the Wisdom podcast or whatever. Did you guys see the email?
The what?
What email? Wait,
there's
I didn't check the email.
What email? We have an email?
There was an email that came.
What is email?
We have an email. If you guys have any interest in sending us emails, send it to doseandahafcincos@gmail.com. That's
the first time I ever heard that before.
And it's actually accurate. It's all spelled in letters.
Oh,
no numbers.
Okay. Right.
Not the other stupid email.
Like
Dose and 2.5 Cincos. Thanks to
according to Melissa Rogers, who works for Wisdom App, for the Wisdom App team, you're our next top mentor. I'm the top mentor concierge on a new social audio experience called Wisdom. I'd like to formally invite you to become a top mentor on the app. It's designed for folks like you so you can monetize your expertise and do some good at the same time. I think you'd be a perfect fit in the comedy category.
Interesting.
And then that's it.
Why does that sound like a robot?
Yeah, what kind of CCP propaganda mission?
And it says, would you like to translate this back into native Russian?
Cantonese? Mandarin?
Please meet with our head CEO, Z.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for me, I think a lot of the spoilers has to do with like a lot of the physics stuff that didn't make any sense about like, oh, the magnet's on now, but it works for half of it, but the other
also
half
doesn't affect the car that they're in.
Come on, like that's the part that really gets me. But you know what? If I can laugh at the fact that Tyrese is like, man, are we like special or something? Because we've been shot at, nothing. Look at these holes, never hit any. I'm like, you know what? That kind of starts to make sense. I'm hoping that maybe at some point they're just like, yep, you guys are living in a dream. You guys have been dead since the first one. Yeah. Since the first one. But yeah. Guys, any other thoughts? If not, we will go ahead and wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, here we go. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining us. Next week, we will be covering the movie America, the motion picture. Are we all in agreement for our movie of the week next week?
Yeah, America.
Yes, America. Happy July 4th, everyone.
Hey, yeah. So we will check us out then. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're getting your podcasts out. We're available on SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Also check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/dose&a-half-cincos. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. As always, I've been your host, David.
I'm Stuart, and it's /.
Is it? Oh, whatever.
Well, now we have to record this whole episode again.
All right. And welcome to another episode of Dose&a-Half-Cincos. This is episode number 84. Ben, quick.
One of those instances
something.
where I had to check to make sure, like, have I been wrong the whole time?
I don't want to be the asshole in this accusation.
And I'm Ben. Okay.
I already said that.
All right.
Say it again, I'm Ben.
Yeah, okay. No, nobody cares.
I'm Ben.
Yeah, nobody
Wait,
cares.
But in post, I'm Ben.
The more you say it, the less it's like, you inflate the market.
Oh, okay. I'm
Flood the market with Bens, and then
Oh.
nobody cares.
Oh, okay. I'm Ben.
Supply and demand. It's all about supply and demand. Guys,
People
don't
what they
forget.
want. I'm Ben.
Don't forget to tip your Reiki master. Stay safe out there, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.
Bye.